So, hi Marco, and thank you so much for coming to our podcast. First, do you mind telling us a bit about you and who are you and what are you doing?
Okay, I am Marco Fichera. I am an Italian Olympic fencer. I thanks you to invite me in the podcast. For me, it's a good pleasure because I think this is a great opportunity to speak about me and about Italian fencing movement because I think we have not to speak about us, but about everything of fencer in Italy. Then it's a pleasure for me to have this opportunity. I started to do fencing about 20 years ago, like when I had 6 years, 7 years old, and I started like a joke, like, as
Okay.
every child. But after a few years, I understood that this can become a work. And then about 14 years old, I started to understood that this is not only a joke but a profession. And then this is not easy because when you are like 14, 15 years old, you are still a child.
Yeah,
Adolescence is not a good period of our life.
of course.
Then
Yeah.
to become a professional fencer and to starting to win, you have to do some sacrifice, some renounce, and then this was not easy. But this was my decision, only my decision. And then I am now I am happy for that decision because if I can if I can be what I am here now, it's thanks to what I was in the past. Then
Of course.
it's a pleasure for me to do that decision in the past. And now I am, I won a silver medal in Olympic in Rio
Yeah,
de
yeah.
Janeiro 2016, and I started to prepare for the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. But as
Yeah.
you know, we have to wait 1 more years. Then
One more year,
yes, we are on the street.
So as you say, you started fencing when you were like 6, 7 years old. Do you remember why did you start fencing? And did you do another sport when you started?
Yes, you have to know that I am a Sicilian boy, but I live in Milan, and I came here in Milan 8 years ago. When I
Okay.
start fencing, I start casually because my old friends and my housemate was a fencer, and uh, he said to me like a friends come to me in the gym.
Okay.
I went there, and then I started to do fencing. I have a aunt that and my grandfather did fencing, but I
Okay.
never spoke with days about fencing. Then it was totally casual, and then now it's not casual.
Yeah, of course. So you say it was difficult for you when you were like adolescent, like to know if you were gonna become professional or not. When did you know like, okay, I have a chance to be a professional now, like I can really be a professional in that sport?
But what I meant before is not that for me is difficult, but I think it's difficult for all. Then that
Okay.
because in that period um, of our life, adolescence is not the best period of our life generally, because you are growing up, and then you are like a emotive tempest. And then I understood that this can became a work about yes, about 16, 17 years old,
Okay.
when I decide to go in Milan and to follow one different coach, but not because my first coach was not good, because I love my first coach, and I like him. and I thanks to him. I have to say
Okay.
thanks to him, because it's thanks to you, to him, if I am here. But this my actually coach, Andrea Candiani, is the reason that why I went in Milan, and because he worked with too many important and professional athletes. Then you know,
Okay.
in the sport is important, the sparring partner too, and then
Of course.
the value of a sparring partner is important as the value of coach.
Okay. So it was really when you were 16, 17 years old that you know you could make it as like a fencer or
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay. So you've been part of the Italian national team for quite a long time now, since like 2008.
Yes, in Bourges, my first European was the Cadet European Championship in Bourges in 2008.
Okay.
Yes,
So I wanted to know, what does it mean for you to be able to represent your country at the highest level?
but is I think the best opportunities for everyone, because everyone, me as Italian, but I know a French or a Spanish guy or a US guy, everyone want to be part of the biggest of our country, and then to represent our country in the world, to can hear our I don't know, the
National anthem, yeah.
yes, this national anthem in the podium, and then is important for me, because every time that I go in the competition, I think in inner to me, okay, Marco, you are here not only for you, but for you, for your team, for your staff, for your country, for your fun, and then fun, and there, and then it's not a battle only you against your opponent, but it's a battle you representing everyone who works with you, join and are happy with you, and everyone.
Yeah, of course. And also, yeah, like you say, like for your family, your friend, also, like,
Yes, my family, my friend, my girlfriend, everyone who will stay with me when we have bad periods or happy periods. You know.
of course. And like you talk about, you got a silver medal in the Olympic in 2016 in Rio.
Yes.
And when you were younger as well, you got a gold medal as a youth Olympic in Singapore in 2010. I'm guessing like it was incredible moment. And can you tell us a bit about how was it for you?
Yes, my first experience with Olympic Games, like as you say, was the Youth Olympic Game in Singapore in 2010, and that games were the first edition of Youth Olympic Games, and
Okay.
the atmosphere were very very fantastic, because in Singapore, a beautiful city, smart cities, beautiful people in a big village, everyone together. Then was very, very, very beautiful experience for me and for everyone in Italian team. I won two gold medal there, team and
Yeah.
individual competition, and the last match of that competition was amazing, because I was leading in the first part of match. In the second part of match, the Danish, the Bodowski, my opponent, uh, was leading, were leading like I think 14-9, and and missing 25 seconds to the end of the match.
Yeah.
And then I started to come back, and at 1 second to the end, I put the last touch at 14-14, and then I won. And I still thinking about it, because was my first experience, and like the first love, you can't
Of course.
forget it. And the Olympic game in Rio was the Olympic game of the confirm of my force, of my person, of my work.
Okay.
And then it was different, because I was like 22 years old, and
Yeah.
then not 17.
Yeah, of course.
I was too mature to experience.
Yeah. Well, was it like a dream come true to go to the Olympic in Rio?
But for me, I never had the dream to become Olympian,
Okay.
because I see the fencing like my work, my actual work, near the fencing, because I do not only fencer, but I am a consultant in sport in Milan, and I do 2 or 3 different profession, near to close to fencing. And then, as I think, as I say everything I can speak about it, I never see the Olympic Games like dreams, but like a
Okay.
topic, like a goals. And
All
then
right. All
I
right.
grow a goals, because I did it, I wanted to do it, I did it.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good. And like you say, so you also play like as an individual first, and then after you have the team competition. Like,
Yes.
so how is it to start and to compete against your teammate, and then after to compete together as a team? Like, is it different for you?
But fencing is a particular sport, because fencing is not an individual sport, but it's not a team sport too, because
Yeah.
we do both. And it's difficult to say, because in the first day of competition, I had to compete with my against my maybe against with
Yeah.
my teammate, like, as you say. Our competition ended very very soon, because we lost in the first part of the day.
Yeah.
And we lost with I lost with a Japanese guy, the other two lost with Swiss guys and a Korean guy. And the importance of this day was that we, in like 10 hours, uh, stopped to think about individual competition and individual
Okay.
results, and decide and started to think only about team competition.
Okay.
We say to us, okay, individual competition was ended. Now we have to focus to team competition. We have to take the medals, and then we did a good job.
Yeah, and then I saw a video on YouTube too, like when you came back to Sicily, like with one of your teammates, and it was a lot of people at the airport.
Yes, in
Like
the airport.
it was something beautiful. Yeah.
Yes, in the airport, in the city too. When we come back in Acireale, our born city, was incredible, because a big part of our city was happy for us, and then we did a party together. It was very very good.
And do you think the after Olympic change you like as a fencer? Do you think this experience make you grow and make you a better fencer now?
Sure, for sure. Yes, after Olympic, I thought immediately a change in my way to do the competition. I grow, Olympic grow me, and in my in the year after the Olympic, I did the best year in my career. And
Okay.
after that years, unfortunately, I had like 6 injuries, and then
Yeah.
for me were 2 years and a half very very difficult for that injuries. And only now I started to go out from this tunnel, and then I am happy for it.
Okay. Okay. That, yeah, I can understand. Like when you have an injury, it's not the easiest time.
Yes, sure.
And like you say, you also have other accomplishment that you've been doing as an individual, but also like with the team. The last one was like in Germany at the end of last year. How do you measure success? Is it like the medal that you get? Is it like maybe the traveling? Is it like being a part of the team or the national team? Like, how do you really measure success for you? Like, what gives you that joy and that motivation to keep going?
For me, important part is to being the first to win the competition. uh, but maybe important part is to represent a value,
Yeah.
to be a good model for the child, to my fan, to teach to today's the value of sportsman. and not only the win of the loss, because we win or loss the competition is individual goals. To teach to us a value is a community goals, and then
Yeah.
for me is really important is fair play, values like fair play, and other values important for me.
Okay. And if I had to ask you, what will be like your favorite moment from your career right now that you had so far?
My favorite moment in sport, maybe the last touch when we understood that we were qualified for Olympic Games in Rio. You know, we have a season, the season before, the year before the Olympic, we have to do 8 competition to qualify to Olympic, and we started this year as 14 in position in the ranking of team.
Okay.
So we were so far to the qualifying, and we did a very important, very beautiful year of qualifying, and then I remember the last touch that I did because I was the last fractionist in my team, the man who closed the match, and then the last touch was for me important because I understood that with that touch I pushed my teammate to Olympic Games, and then
Okay. That was a good moment for you.
yes.
Yeah. And as a team as well.
Yes, for
I'm
me,
sure,
for my team, for my staff, for the staff of my mate.
Of course. And maybe when you're in the team, it's maybe easier to celebrate as well. It's maybe more enjoyable when you have other partner to share that victory than when you alone.
It's a different way. That when you are alone and you win an individual competition, you celebrate with your close up your close friends, your staff, with you, because it's your victory.
Of course.
When you win a medal with team, is a group with victory, and then is a different kind of celebration. Both are beautiful.
Okay. And if I ask you what's your next goal, do you have like already a goal in mind? Like
my best goal now is my big goal is to go and to take medals in Tokyo 2021 Olympic Games. We have to wait how we will exit from this difficult situation with COVID-19, and we hope that we will go out soon, but not only for our work, for the people that are suffering for deep and for all. Then my goals now are dates.
Okay. And like you say, Italy has been like really extremely like touched by the situation and the coronavirus. How was it for you? Because I know that you were injured and you couldn't really like do the competition before that. So how was it for you to be locked down?
But I think that Italy was an example in this situation, how to make a decision and to be avant-gardist as the other countries, because we decided sooner than the other country to close all.
It's true.
And our government took a difficult decision, because it's not easy to close all activities, the border, to close in their house the people. It's not easier for us and for our government. That I think Italian we was an example against the other countries, and now the other countries are fighting because I think their governments thought that they can be fox, they can be sneaky, and then not close, go away, going on. But coronavirus is I am not a virologist, but it's a not good situation.
Yeah.
I think I hope that we will go out soon, and I lived this situation different in different way as my mates, because my
Okay.
teammates were doing competition, fighting. Me not, because I was stopped for my injury, and then for me that was a moment, a period to rest and to be better with my bicycle.
Okay. Okay. And how is it right now? Did you start like training again? Like,
Yes, yes, and now I am 100% good. I started to training. I started to fencing when our authorities say that we can fence, and then for me now is a perfect situation for fencing.
okay,
It's not a perfect situation for the sanitary and the medicine situation,
of course.
medical situation.
Okay. And you said that so you're doing fencing and you're also doing other work like a consultant for the
Yes,
sport
yes,
in
yes.
Milan. Can you tell us a bit like what is your day-to-day routine like with your training and also with your work?
Yes, I woke up early in the morning. Depending of the day, or because I was graduated in political science 2 years ago,
Mhm.
but now I am studying for my second graduate in law,
Okay.
and then I studying during a day. I training morning and afternoon, and in the space between studies, training, I do consultants for sport, for private and public companies,
Okay.
and it's beautiful because I can give my knowledge to other, and to
Okay.
the politics, and then it's very beautiful.
So it's important for you to do something else than just your sport.
Yes, I am a person that don't like to do one thing, and
Okay.
then I have to do too many things.
Okay. So do you have like a routine? Like, do you stick to like, I don't know, 8 hours of sleeping all the time, or is it like
Oh, no, no, I don't.
constantly
I don't
changing?
have a fixed hour. Yes, sleeping. It depends from my agenda, and then
Okay. So it's always changing and
yes, it's always changing.
yeah. Okay. Okay. And when we talk about sport, it's important to feel good in our body to don't have injury, but it's also important to feel good like mentally. Is also really important. And I've been reading that you've been working together with like a mental coach with the national team, and you had like a personal coach.
It's the same.
Okay, it's the same.
But for me, it's very important. For me, it's very important mental coaching, because this is a part of my stuff that helped me to exit from a mental wall. And then
Okay.
it's important because when we are focused to our goals, sometimes we are not able to see what we have in the right and the left, and we watching only forward, and it's
Okay.
not good, because you have to have you have someone that help you to see right, left, behind you, and then mental coach is important.
Okay. So he also help you like in your everyday life.
Yes, 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 in my life and in my sport. Yes.
Okay. So when we look at like professional athlete, we also talk about sacrifice and like challenges. What for you will be like a sacrifice that you think you had to make in order to be like at the level where you are and to be able to like get the
But I think
medal?
I think it's as every people that works, then everyone do sacrifice to go in work. I don't know, a lawyer or a bank worker, or or everyone that do a journalist. I don't know, and then it's not different. The only part that is different, that we don't the other one don't work with physical, that we yes, and then this is important because after 20 years of sport, our physique is not perfect,
Yeah, yeah.
and then we have to fight against injuries, against stress, and then for this.
Okay, so do you think like it's more difficult now to take care of your body than where you were younger, for example?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So the adolescence part, like it's hard for everybody. But as like you were going to be like professional, was it hard for you to, for example, to not being able to go with friends out, I guess, or like
You have to do a choice, and you have to know what you have. And then I did the choice, and I say to me, okay, I want to be this kind of person, this kind of athlete. Then I have to do it, and
okay, and that's it. Okay. So, like you say, you had like a lot of injury in the past 2 years. So how was that? Like, did you ever think about like quitting fencing and be like, okay, I'm done with fencing. I'm getting injured so many times.
Yes, I fought it. For to be honest, I fought it because when you are injury like 3, 2, 3, 4, I was injury 6 times. You have to fight. Okay, maybe I have to stop it to do other things. But you fight. I have a way to live that is very strange. That I fight every day with me and with my conscience. Then I say to me, okay, no, I have to fight against it. I have to win against my physique and my injury, and then I did it.
Okay. So you think it was good for you and you're happy that you took that choice and you kept going?
Yes, yes.
Of course. And yeah, so there is obviously like different things that you need to follow to be successful. Like you need to motivation, the determination. What do you think was the biggest thing for you? Like
Determination.
the determination. And did you add that since you were really young, like your determination, or did he like keep building with the year?
No, I was a determined person every years of my career. My characteristic is the determination, the I don't know how to say in English, but the volunteer to grow my goals every time in every
Okay.
situation, to fighting against everything or everyone or everything.
Okay. Did you have like someone you were looking up to, like an inspiration? Like, did you have someone you were looking up to since you were a kid?
In the when I was young, Valentina Vezzali surely was my idol, because in fencing she's the best. And
Okay.
then Valentina Vezzali in fencing was my idols. But Federer in tennis
Of course.
and Valentino Rossi in motorsport are the other two. But I am a Juventus fan, and then Alessandro Del
Okay.
Piero, the number 10, my captain, is my best idols.
Biggest inspiration. Yeah.
Yes, biggest inspiration. But not only as a football player, but as a
Yeah.
man.
Azu.
I like
Okay.
Claudio Marchisio because they are complete men. Then respect the opponent, respect the referee. No, never eye of the lines. Then I like the inspiration. I like the spirit.
Yeah. Okay. And you will say that they are still inspiring you today, even though they stopped
Yes,
playing.
yes, yes. Surely the attitude of that kind of player like Federer or Del Piero, Marchisio are inspiring me. Is inspiring me still now. But I think I became a man. And then I have to inspiring someone, and then I
Yeah.
try to make it.
Yeah, yeah, that's where I was going to. Like, do you see yourself as a role model now, like for the young kid? And
I hope to be. I hope to be it. I don't know. The other person have to say to me if I am it,
okay,
but I hope to be
okay. And since like you've been doing fencing for a long time now, like what impact fencing had on your life?
it. Fencing is the biggest part of my life. Then like 95% of my life is up to fencing, and then all decision uh, were taken close to fencing. Then at first I decide I have to decide what is the best for fencing, and then after I decide what is the best for other things.
Okay. And also, like in 2018, you got the Fair Play Award from the International Fencing Federation. Was it important for you to get an award for not a victory, but actually a value? And then,
Yes, for me was a very important awards, because as I say before, the important for me is not only the victory, but it's important what we live in the to the other.
yeah,
And then that awards means for me that I did something important, and that thing remain for all life, and then it's important for me.
of course. And you also do a training camp for kids, and like you also have been involved with like speaking in different like places to talk about value in the sport.
Yes.
Do you think it's really important, like that kids can learn a lot from like what you
Yes,
learn?
I think for kids, the best the best goal for the kids is to learn the value, not to win, because the victory, the competition, you have every life to win, and not is not important if you win if you won a competition when you had 12 years old, 10 years old, 14 years old. It's important that when you are 12 years old, 10 years old, 14 years old, you understood, you learn what is the important value, what are the important values.
And you think like sport can actually give that to?
Sport is the best way to teach it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think sport like teach a lot
Yes,
just with
yes,
like
yes.
so like you talk about you had like a degree in political science and now you studying again. Is it something that you would like to do in the future after your career to be more involved? And also like maybe with Catania and the region like where you came from, Sicily?
No, surely I study because I'm studying because I think that can be a part of my culture, and then it's important for me. Surely I want to do it after fencing. Maybe I will see what will be the opportunities for me. Then I don't know if I will do it in Catania or in the other part of the
Yeah.
world, because our life is every time in movement. Then we don't know where the life push our us.
Did you ever think of what you're gonna do after too, or like maybe in like coaching?
I am building my future, but right now I am thinking about Olympic Games, and
Yeah,
then
of
I'm
course.
working on it.
Of course, of course. It was just like maybe you thought about it.
Yes.
So this podcast is really about sharing the professional athlete story and also like showing to everyone that everybody has a different journey. If you will have one or few advice that you could give to the people that are listening, what will it be for the people that want to reach their dream or goals?
If I can say something, is that never stop fighting, thinking every time that your dreams, your goals can become true. And I repeat, never stop fighting, because if you fight, you can look back and say to you, okay, I did all I can. If you not fight, you will be, I don't know, you will be an, in the next part of your life, in the future, you will see, okay, maybe I could fight, and then you will not live as you can. Then never stop fight, and every time think that your dreams, your goals can become true.
Okay.
And respect your opponent, respect the other people, respect the referee, respect the rules.
It's important to respect everybody
Yes.
and keep fighting. Thank you so much, Marco. It was really interesting to have you and to listen to your story. So we wish you all the best for the future and for the Olympic as well, obviously.
Thank you. As I say before, was a pleasure for me to be here, to be interviewed from you, and I was to say thanks to you, to say good luck for your future, for your works, and thanks to all that will hear my interview. And if someone have some questions, I don't know, they can write to me in on Facebook, Instagram, and
Okay.
in my page on Facebook, or in my Instagram profile in on Instagram, and then I will answer to this.
Okay. So we will put your Instagram in the description of the podcast.
Yes, it's not a problem.
Yeah, of course.